Singh picked up a piece of rock from sand. Take this, he offered it to the ghost, and squeeze it hard. It filled with fluid. See if I am wrong. While the ghost tried to squeeze the rock first with one hand, then with both, Vijay Singh sleepily took out the egg from his pocket. He wanted to see how this whether this ghost is strong or not. He wanted to test how far the he wanted to test the strength of the ghost. So what he did, he gave a small rock, a piece of rock to the ghost, and he told it to squeeze it. And it was trying hard to squeeze that. But our Vijay Singh was very intelligent. The old woman, she has given him a, a lump of salt, a egg she has given. So what he is going to do with that egg, we will see now. Vijay Singh slowly, sleepily means very secretly, without any cautiously, very seriously, he took that egg from his pocket. Vijay Singh snatched the rock from the ghost and placed it between both hands and squeezed. At once, the yellow yolk oozed from around his fingers, and the crackling of the eggshell created the illusion of the stone being crushed. So, when Vijay Singh was crushing the egg, when the shell was breaking, it could hear that the it it created an illusion to the ghost that the rock is being crushed and the yellow thing was oozing out from his fingers. Then the ghost was astonished. The ghost was Yes, the ghost was astonished. He did not notice Vijay Singh bending to clean his hands with the sand and disposing of the telltale shell. So what he did, he bent down and he was just cleaning his hand with the sand. Vijay Singh then picked up another piece of rock and gave it to the ghost. Without a word, the ghost took it, felt it, and peered at it. Vijay Singh put his hand into his pocket to take out the lump of salt. Now, next time, what he did, he gave another rock to Vijay Singh. Then, what he is going to do now? Ghost silently it took, and in the first attempt, Vijay Singh seems to be very energetic. The ghost could not recognize that Vijay Singh has taken the egg from his pocket. Now, next attempt, he has given one more rock to the ghost. This is only a stone, protested the ghost, and anyway, it is too dark to see. So ghost said, okay, this is only a stone. But it is too dark to see. Never heard of a ghost who can't see in the dark, remarked Vijay Singh. Vijay Singh said that, what? A ghost can see in the dark. And how can you say, being a ghost, how can you say that you can't see in dark? That stone which you hold in your hand contains salt. Crumble it and see. Again, the ghost tried to crush the stone, but in vain. He handed over the stone to Vijay Singh. Now he gave one more stone to the ghost, and ghost was trying hard to crush it, but it was unable to crush. So again, the ghost handed over the stone to Vijay Singh. The ghost was now beginning to doubt his ghostly powers. So all these days, the ghost was thinking that it is having the so much of power, it can crush or crumble anything. But now, being Vijay Singh is defeating her in every stage, he started doubting whether she is strong or Vijay Singh is strong. I can see that you are not going to be worthy opponent. What's the use of wrestling with a weakling whom I can floor in a minute? So saying, Vijay Singh casually crumbled the lump of salt and let the stone drop in the darkness. He held out his hand and commanded the ghost to taste the powdered stone. So what he did, Vijay Singh is acting very wisely here. He took the stone given by the ghost into his hand and slowly, very sleepily, he took out the lump of salt from his pocket and he started crushing it. After crushing it, the rock salt, the crystals of the salt changed into powder, and he told that this is the stone I have made into powder. Just you taste it. So now the ghost was shocked. Mesmerized with the Pahalwan's extraordinary strength, Extraordinary strength. The ghost did as he was told. Alarm shot through him. This man could easily vanquish him in a wrestling bout in the dark. But perhaps he could be tricked. Perhaps he could be tricked in another ways. Assuming a servile manner, the ghost said, Friend Vijay Singh, it is an honor to meet you and a man like you. I admit I admit to being defeated, but where will you go tonight? Rest in my house. You can leave tomorrow. So the ghost at last he admitted that I'm very grateful, I'm very thankful to you, and I'm feeling proud to meet a friend like you. You are the Pahalwan. Now admit that I have defeated and you are the winner. Now it is too late. You cannot go home in this dark night. So you come to my home and you can sleep. Now let us see what will happen. Now thoroughly elated, Vijay Singh replied, I cannot refuse your hospitality, but tomorrow you will go with me as my prisoner. So he said that, okay. Now I'll be coming with you. I'll be coming with you. I don't want to deny your hospitality, but tomorrow you will go with you should come to me like a prisoner to my home. I must display the trophy of my victory to my people. The ghost bowed in agreement but silently vowed to kill Vijay Singh in the night. He led him to his house in the cave. So now Vijay Singh, whatever the conditions Vijay Singh has laid, the ghost said for everything okay. Then they both of them went to the ghost house. So Vijay Singh told that now if you come with me to the my village, I can show that I am the winner. You are the trophy for me. So in that way he agreed, and Vijay Singh went to ghost house to for the stay in the for night to stay for one night. The ghost fed him dry fruits and lot of milk and later led him to a luxurious bed to sleep on, complete with pillows and bolsters. So now Vijay Singh, the ghost took Vijay Singh to his home and there she has given a luxurious bed. And before that, he also gave him dry fruits and glass of milk which he can sleep well, and also pillows and bolsters means we'll have the cushions in the sofas near divans, we will have no more round cushions type, they are called as bolsters. But Vijay Singh lay awake listening to the snores of the ghost. In the middle of the night he slipped off his bed. He placed a bolster in the center of the bed, throwing over it. So, what he did, Vijay Singh was very much intelligent. He was very wise, and what he did, he could hear the snores. Snores means when you sleep, they will make that sound from the throat. He could hear the snores of the ghost, and he thought, oh, it seems to be so dangerous. He kept one of his bolsters in the middle of the bed, and he came down and he slept. Took to coverlet to make it look exactly like a sleeping man. Having done this, he crouched watchfully in a dark corner. So what he did, he kept the bolster in the middle of the bed and he covered it with the rug. And then the ghost will just think it as a man, a sleeping man, and then he crouched, means he slowly went into one corner and he was hiding there. Sure enough, just before the break of dawn, the ghost approached the bed armed with a stout club. Then the ghost started doing its magic. So it came just break of the dawn, means early in the morning. He brought club down on what thought was Vijay Singh's head. Not hearing even a groan, he smiled, pleased that he had killed his enemy. So the ghost was thinking that the bolster which Vijay Singh kept was really the Vijay Singh, and made he kept one of his without hearing his yes, he kept one approached the bed armed with stout club. He brought the club down on what he thought was Vijay Singh's head. Not hearing So he gave a nice punch on the head of the Vijay Singh. He was thinking that he has killed the Vijay Singh. However, just to make doubly sure, he struck the bolster 6 times more. Satisfied with his work, he returned to his couch and covering his head, settled down to sleep again. Meanwhile, Vijay Singh crept silently back into bed. After a pause, he groaned, as if in disgust, threw back his coverlet and sat up. So when the after beating the Vijay Singh, the ghost felt so happy, it was so satisfied, and again it went back to sleep. So when the ghost went back again, Vijay Singh from this corner, he came back and he removed the bolster and he slept and he started groaning. So now the ghost was surprised. Let us see what happens. He started groaning. However, just to make doubly sure, his arm. Yes, disturbed by the noise, the ghost peeped from under his bedclothes to see the strong man stretching his arms above his head and yawning. So he was stretching his arms and he was yawning. So the ghost was surprised to see this scene. For a moment, the ghost turned rigid with shock. Friend ghost, there are insects in your cave, said Vijay Singh in a complaining voice. Here I was, enjoying the sleepest sleep I have had in years, and there comes this insect to trouble me. So he said that, oh, what is this, your cave? There are a lot of mosquitoes in your cave. After many years, I have a sleep. I wanted to sleep. What is saying? Sweetest sleep I have ever had in these years. But these mosquitoes are making me not to disturbing my sweetest sleep. Here I was enjoying the sweetest sleep I have had in years, and there comes these insects to trouble me. I distinctly counted 7 flappings of its wing. Of course, it has not bitten me, but it's most annoying. The ghost panicked. Now the ghost was panicked. It was shocked. Arey, how can he? I bet him 7 to 8 blows, and this man is still awake. He did not die and is complaining that he could even hear the flapping of the mosquito. How come it is? Those 7 blows would have reduced any other man to pulp. So he said that the ghost, the flapping of the wings, the ghost. So what he is saying, the 7 blows which were given by the ghost were, he was assuming it like the flapping of the mosquitoes, means so strong blows also he was comparing with the flap of the mosquitoes. So now the ghost was thinking, oh my god, such a strong person he was. He thought and fled from the cave, leaving behind all his ill gotten wealth. So he thought, oh my god, the ghost said, there is no safety here. Now, definitely, this formidable wrestler. Formidable means he was causing fear to the ghost. So this man, if he is here, definitely one day he will kill me. So thinking that, he left that cave immediately. He took several camels from the village to remove the property Vijay Singh had acquired. He returned much of it to the rightful owners. He went especially to the old woman, thanked her for her invaluable gift, and asked for her granddaughter's hand in marriage. So in this way, Vijay Singh, by his wisdom, by his wise, wisely nature, he could defeat the ghost, and he has acquired a lot of property kept in its cave, and he took several camels to gather that property, jewelry, whatever was there, to he brought to his village, and he distributed to the real owners. Especially he thanked the old woman who has given. She has given her. She has given him that gift, especially invaluable gift, that was because of that he could kill. He could defeat the ghost. Henceforth, and he also asked for her granddaughter's her hand in marriage. Henceforth, Vijay Singh was more careful about boasting. It is said that no traveler was ever troubled again in the haunted desert. So from then, No trouble, no traveler has been troubled by the ghost. And also Vijay Singh thought that it is not right to boast because of his boasting he himself was in a trouble. So this is the story about our strange wrestling match. Hope you have understood. Now here are the questions. You read the questions and try to answer all. I will send the PDF. You complete the workbook and you complete the notes and you have to send me the pics. Thank you children. Have a great day.